Rams house, the energy is electric. After grinding through the early season without that familiar stumble, the Los Angeles Rams stand tall at 6-2, and you can sense the momentum building like a tidal wave ready to crash. It's that feeling in the air at SoFi Stadium, the kind that unites every fan from the Coliseum ghosts to the new blood hope mixed with that unbreakable Rams pride. But as they turn their sights to Santa Clara for a shot at revenge against the 49ers, the whispers from the locker room are revealing just how this team's offense has caught fire. If you're part of this crew, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the conversation. This community runs on real fans like you. Now let's pull back the curtain on the man who's been slinging it like vintage Stafford, none other than Matthew Stafford himself. The veteran quarterback stepped up after that gritty win over the Saints, and his words painted a picture of an offense that's not just clicking but thriving in ways that have the whole league taking notice. Stafford didn't hold back, crediting the unsung heroes up front and the weapons around him that are turning potential into points. Picture this, SoFi Stadium, the crowd still buzzing from a hard-fought victory, the air thick with that post-win glow. Stafford, ever the cool customer under pressure, faces the media scrum and dives right into what makes this Rams attack so lethal this year. "They've done a hell of a job keeping me clean," he says about the offensive line, his voice carrying that gravelly confidence that's defined his career. And he's right, those big bodies in the trenches have been a wall, giving him the time to dissect defenses like a surgeon. No sacks burying him, no hurried throws into the dirt. Instead, it's clean pockets, precise drops, and that signature Stafford arm angle launching lasers downfield. But it's not just protection, it's the rhythm they've found in the red zone. Stafford highlights how they've been doing a nice job of getting down in there and converting those opportunities into touchdowns. When the field shrinks, the pressure mounts, but this Rams squad, they've been cashing in, and who's been the spark plug in those tight spots? Wide receiver Davante Adams lighting it up again and again, pulling down contested balls like they're a routine. Stafford calls him out specifically. Davante has been great down there, and after that Saints game, it's easy to see why. Adams' veteran savvy, those quick cuts and hands that stick like glue have turned potential six-pointers into guaranteed scores. Don't sleep on the tight end crew either. Tyler Higbee, or Higgs as the locker room knows him, snagged one in the end zone too, adding to the collective punch. It's this collection of everybody, as Stafford puts it, that's the secret sauce. The ball's spreading around, touches for days, and it's fun, pure, unadulterated football joy. Stafford admits it. A lot of people are touching the football, and it's been a lot of fun, obviously. You can hear the smile in his tone, the relief of an offense firing on all cylinders after years of patches and prayers. Of course, none of it happens without those linemen holding the fort. "I can't do any of that stuff if I'm not standing upright," Stafford emphasizes, and that's the truth etched in every quarterback's playbook. The Rams front office deserves a nod here too, for stocking the depth chart with battle-tested pros who step up when called. Injuries, they happen, but this year the rotation feels seamless, the backups blending in like they've been starters all along. Stafford's eyes light up talking about it, the experience from last year's grinders now paying dividends, turning what-if scenarios into watch this. As the Rams shift gears toward the 49ers, that earlier loss at home still stings like a fresh bruise. Santa Clara's no picnic, with the 49ers defense lurking like sharks in shallow water. But Stafford's vibe, it's locked in, focused on building on this offensive surge. The way he breaks it down, it's clear this isn't luck, it's preparation, chemistry, and a quarterback who's seen it all, now orchestrating a symphony that's got Rams house roaring. The revenge factor adds that extra edge, the kind that turns good teams into great ones. Fans, you feel it too, that anticipation bubbling up as practice kicks off Wednesday. McVay's schemes, Stafford's poise, Adams' fire, it's all aligning for something special. Diving deeper into the differences this year, Stafford points to the evolution in the receiving core and the line. Some of the guys that played last year are some of the guys that have been filling in, he notes, underscoring the value of reps under fire. That continuity, it's gold in the NFL's churn. And the credit rolls to the coaches and front office for scouting and developing talent that's ready to roll. When injuries hit, and they always do, these Rams have guys waiting in the wings, not greenhorns fumbling the moment. Take Xavier Smith, for instance. The wideout's getting more snaps, and Stafford's all about it. It's cool to watch a guy like Xavier Smith get more snaps out there, and he's just developing. You see the mentorship in his words, the belief in pouring resources into young blood. McVay and the staff get props for nurturing these talents, ensuring the depth isn't just numbers but contributors who elevate the whole unit. The more guys that we have ready to play and available that can contribute in a positive way, Stafford says, gesturing toward the locker room, the better everybody feels in there and the better we are as a team. It's that locker room vibe that's infectious, the kind that spills over to the stands and unites a fan base that's weathered rebuilds and Super Bowl highs. At 6-2, avoiding that third straight slow start feels like vindication, a statement that this Rams iteration is built different. The offense isn't a one-man show, it's a chorus harmonious and hungry, with Stafford conducting from the pocket. As they prep for the 49ers, the narrative shifting from underdogs to contenders, and every fan in Rams house is along for the ride, hearts pounding in sync with each snap. Word count approx. 1,000. The build-up to this 49ers rematch isn't just about X's and O's. It's personal, laced with that revenge narrative that fuels late-season pushes. Stafford's comments post-Saints victory set the tone, confident, collective, and keyed in on what works. As Wednesday practice loomed, both he and Sean McVay hit the podium, dissecting the win while eyeing the Bay Area battle. McVay, the offensive wizard, echoed Stafford's sentiments, praising the line's protection and the red zone efficiency that's turned close calls into celebrations. But it's Stafford's voice that resonates deepest, the quarterback who's battled through trades, injuries, and title runs, now thriving in this Rams ecosystem. Reflecting on the Saints game, Stafford's enjoyment shines through. That handshake with owner Stan Kroenke post-win, symbolic of stability, of a franchise investing in contention. The offense's success he attributes to the line keeping him clean, allowing those signature deep balls and quick slants to flourish. Davante Adams, the trade acquisition who's paid immediate dividends, has been a game-changer. His routes are crisp, his contested catches defy physics, and in the red zone, he's Stafford's go-to for those back-shoulder beauties. Higbee's contribution adds versatility, pulling linebackers and snagging fades over the middle. But Stafford's broader point about a collection of everybody hits home. In an era of star-driven narratives, this Rams attack spreads the wealth, runs from Kyren Williams grinding out yards, checkdowns to the backs, and sudden contributions from the likes of Demarcus Robinson or Tutu Atwell stretching the field. It's fun, as he says, because it's unpredictable yet reliable, a balance that keeps defenses guessing and the scoreboard lighting up. The offensive line, Joe Noteboom, Creed Humphrey anchoring, and the rotates, they've been the foundation, turning potential breakdowns into breakthroughs. Looking at the differences year over year, Stafford nails it. Experience matters. Last season's fill-ins are this year's glue, their scars from tough games informing every block and route. The front office's shrewd moves, whether drafts, undrafted gems, or waiver wire pickups, ensure depth that's NFL caliber. When Stafford talks about guys ready to play, it's a nod to preparation culture under McVay, where practice reps translate to poise under lights. Xavier Smith's development is a microcosm. More snaps mean more growth, and with coaches investing, he's evolving from depth piece to difference maker, contributing positively as Stafford envisions. That locker room feel-good factor, it's palpable. Stafford's motion toward it in his presser wasn't casual. It's the heart of why this team's at 6-2. Better depth means better confidence, fewer forced plays, more flow. As they face the 49ers, who handed them a home loss earlier, the motivation's sky-high. Santa Clara's Levis Stadium will be hostile, but the Rams carry the momentum of a hot streak, an offense that's averaged points at a clip that turns heads. Stafford's health, the line's solidity, Adams' explosiveness, it's a recipe for payback. Fans in Rams house, this is your team reborn. No more slow starts dragging into mediocrity. Instead, a surge that's got playoff whispers growing louder. Stafford's words aren't just quotes. They're a blueprint for success, reminding everyone that football's a team sport at its core. As practice ramps up, the focus sharpens, schemes to exploit 49ers' weaknesses, protections to counter their pass rush. McVay's genius lies in adaptation, and with Stafford at the helm, the possibilities are endless. The emotional undercurrent here is pride, pure and simple. Rams Nation has endured ownership changes, stadium shifts, and roster overhauls, but moments like this, a quarterback lauding his mates and a fence humming, reaffirm the faith. The win over the Saints wasn't a fluke, it's the standard now. Stafford's veteran perspective adds gravity. He's seen Super Bowl glory and playoff heartbreaks, yet here he is enjoying the process because the pieces fit. Heading into this week, the narrative's one of resilience and revenge. The 49ers represent a hurdle, but with Stafford's insight guiding the charge, the Rams are primed. It's that collective spirit, line, receivers, coaches, fans, that propels them. In Rams house, we celebrate the grind, the growth, the games that matter. As the cannons fire at SoFi and the horns blare in Santa Clara, know this, your team's not just playing, they're building a legacy. Stay locked in because the best is yet to come. Word count approx. 1,000.